So this was a session that actually happened back in, I want to say like the second week in March. So this was when I had my training cycle where I was just dunking basically twice a week, and then I had kind of like a slow strength stimulus, and that was really it. It was just kind of me jumping basically. That was this whole kind of 3-4 week training cycle. So this dunk day was actually my best dunk session I had during this whole cycle, and so far this year actually this is still my best dunk session I've had. So obviously hoping once the weather gets nicer and I get back to a kind of more consistent routine that I will be able to get more dunks down and have even better sessions than this. But this was a pretty good session, so kind of talk you through it a little bit. So it started off, I had sprints at the start of the day, and I think it was like 20 metre sprints, I'm pretty sure, like 6 or 7 20 metre sprints. So I went to the track, I kind of got through I think about 3 sprints before I decided, right, I'm just going to cut it here because my hamstrings and quads were just like really sore at this point. So I really didn't want to push it too hard with the sprints, especially if I was going to be dunking. I'd rather kind of save myself for the dunking at least. So I did that, I came back home, had kind of some lunch, then went out and did this session. So at the start I kind of just warmed up, as you can see. I was just kind of doing some dribble dunks to warm up, then well, not dribble dunks, dribble layups to warm up should I say, and then I went on to some dunks on the 9'4" rim. It took me kind of a few attempts on the 9'4" rim to actually kind of start to get comfortable. It started out a bit slow and then moved on to 9'10", and 9'10" went really well. So as you can see here, I got kind of, I guess, like a weakish kind of dunk there, but I got some decent dunk attempts down anyway, so I was quite happy with that. So I think that's kind of like a dunk as well, a bit weak, but I think I got 2 or 3 dunks in this session, so I guess that's a big win for me because I'm not always great on like 9'10", and I feel like my 1 foot's not always super consistent as well. But this was off 3 steps as well, this whole kind of session at the start of the year. And I think, as I've mentioned, I think I mentioned in last week's kind of, I guess, like audio recording thing, that I'm kind of starting to focus more on 6 steps now. So yeah, that's really about it. Right, so I just had some really good attempts, and I think I even hit like a weak kind of dunk there off 3 steps, so I'm not too like annoyed with that because it's really windy today and I'm like quite freezing, my ears are so cold. So I'm quite happy with that. I've decided I'm not going to do lobs today as well, just because I think there's kind of like no point, just because it's windy. So it's kind of like pat and bad lob throwing, I think. So I'll wait till there's like a less windy day next week to do that. And yeah, I think I'm going to move on to some low rim dunks now, so maybe like some like E-spays on like 8'6". Maybe try a windmill on 9 foot as well, so we'll just kind of see how it's going. So yeah, just get straight into that.